Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Myra, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing, swatching, and doing a full set of nails using Not Polish's new chocolate bar collection. Now I'm super excited because I've had this for weeks, and this is the very first time that I'm actually going to be using it, swatching it, and if the nails come out the way I am picturing it in my head, they're going to come out amazing. So hope you guys stick around to watch it till the very end. Don't forget to like this video, comment what you would like to see next. Don't forget to use my discount code with Not Polish, which is Myra. Everything is linked down below in the description box, and keep on watching. So this is actually the packaging that the chocolate bar collection comes in. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a really slim and long packaging box, and you can see the chocolate drizzles. I mean, Not Polish, top tier packaging. It's amazing. Everything is super thought out. You can see right here, it's the chocolate bar. It's what it says. It is a little bit 3D, and then Not Polish, of course. So you open it up, and you guys, this is not PR packaging. This is what you will get if you get the collection. So up on top, it has all of the names of the acrylics on it. And it also comes with this paper that shows you swatches on hearts, which is super cute, with the names of the acrylics as well. And then on the back, it has a little note that says, "Nothing says I love you quite like the Not Polished chocolate bar. This decadent collection was designed for our babes who like to indulge in the simple pleasures of life. Try one at a time or try them all at once. It's up to you. This is the only chocolate bar that's guilt-free and will keep you coming back for more. Enjoy. Love, Not Polish." So I'm now switching to a voiceover, but here I did a little unveiling of the actual acrylics. They're super cute in their compartments. I love that the acrylic matches the name that is written on top. Everything is just super cute and perfect. So each one is a 2-ounce container of the Not Polish's 2-in-1, which you can use as dip or as acrylic. I personally have never used Not Polished 2-in-1 powders as dip powder, only acrylic, and I can just tell you how amazing they are as acrylics, and I'm sure that it'll be the same as dip powder, but I don't do dip, so I have only used them as acrylic. I pair them with my favorite monomer, the 𝘊𝘰𝘠 monomer, and I'm also using the Not Polish acrylic brush. I finally got a new one because I had been using this one since the very first PR package they ever sent me, which was years ago, and I had been using it ever since. It's my favorite, one of my favorites. I want to say it's my top 3 favorite acrylic brush, and that says a lot because I have tried so many out there, and I'm definitely going to be doing an updated nail brush collection video very soon. Even though I just did one for 2022, I definitely want to do one in the mid-year of 2023 because it took me too long to do my other video, and I'll tell you guys my top 5 favorites. But this Not Polished acrylic brush is one of my top 3. It is amazing. It's lasted me so long. I do my same routine with cleaning it, and it's just lasted me so long. So I did all of the swatches on a napkin for you. I showed you the name of each acrylic as well. And now we're going to go in with the actual start to finish full set. So I'm grabbing my Vita Bella practice hand, and I am using the Crafts by 9 3XL square nose C-curve tips, which are my favorite from my website. And I'm also using the magnets, which have just launched on our website as well. It literally makes it so easy to cut at the length that you want and have them all be exactly the same. It's super simple. They are magnetic, so that means that they stick onto your nail tip cutter, or they don't stick on, but they, magnetically stick to them. And so it just makes it super easy. You could also glue it down if you want, and then just add a magnet or take it off. But I personally want to be able to take them all off if I need to. So they're just on there magnetically, and the it stays on there really good. So they are available on my website. and all discount codes and links are down in the description box of my video. So today's video is a little bit of a lengthy one, and I have decided that as much as I can, I want to do lengthy nail videos. Not only does it allow me to speak a little bit more longer and in depth and about different random things that I always blab about, but it also gives you guys the chance to actually see from start to finish what I'm doing. I do very little editing because obviously I don't want, like, sometimes I'll be out of the frame or like little minuscule things that I'll just take out. But for the most part, I definitely want to show you guys everything. I don't know if I'll be able to speak for the entire time that the video is going on, because like I said, it will be lengthy, but I'll try my best, and sometimes I might go off topic or just bring up random things, but hopefully you guys don't mind that. So the first thing I'm doing is I am doing the French tip, and I'm using the lightest color in the chocolate bar collection. It is absolutely beautiful, and I just love the consistency, you guys. I mean, it stays true to the not polished consistency. I absolutely love it. It has been freezing cold where I live. I mean, like literally raining every day, and it's just been super cold, like super cold. And like I have mentioned before in my videos, when it's cold outside, it's cold in my nail room. So I do have like a heater thing that does heat up pretty good, but I don't know, like, I don't really, it gets really hot. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's just like an on and off heater for the nail room. And so I'm not able to put it at the temperature that I want, if that makes sense. But, you know, it messes with my consistency regardless, whether it's cold, whether it's hot. But this set, it truly came out the way I wanted it to. And I just couldn't be happier, because it's been a while since that has happened. I've always had to like really rush my videos because of how cold it is. And I'm literally trying to get out of the nail room. So I really took my time with this set. I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to take my time too. I didn't want to feel rushed. And I think you guys can tell, like, with the actual outcome of these nails. So I knew that I wanted to incorporate every single one of the acrylics that was in this collection. And obviously doing doing 4 nails, it was going to be kind of hard to incorporate 6. So of course I thought of doing a French tip that puts down 1 color, so then I'll have 5 left. I have 4 fingers on here, so I'll use 4. And then the last color I'm going to be doing 3D nails with. So 3D flowers. So I'm literally using every single acrylic in here, and you guys are going to be able to see the consistency and everything. Not polished has never given me problems with marbling, not polished acrylics. So that is what, like, the one thing that I look for when looking and recommending a good nail brand. And that is one of the things, you guys, because it can be really frustrating when your colors marble, and that's not what your client wants. You obviously want a true acrylic color. So sometimes acrylic powders in jars look a little bit different, or a lot different than they do actually used, paired with monomer and applied. So that is why I always recommend you guys doing swatches. That is why I absolutely recommend my Heartches or Cloudches or Starches, which are available on my website. I have done many videos using them, and I use them a lot on my Instagram. They are perfect because they're super cute, really small, and it's just like a perfect size for you to put it outside of your container, have your client, see the container and then see the actual acrylic, because you might look at it and it looks like pink, but then when it's actually applied, it might be like a pink purple, or it might be a completely different color. I don't know. So it's always important to have either swatch sticks, I used to do swatch sticks. I used to literally take my time to swatch every single one of my acrylics, even when I didn't take clients anymore. But I just like to have everything organized. But I felt like I didn't like having to pull out all the swatch sticks. So that's why the heart swatches and the star swatches and the cloud swatches from Crafts by 9 are perfect, because they can go on every single container individually. and it just makes it super easy, cute, and fun for you and your client to see the actual color of the nail powder. But yeah, I definitely recommend you guys doing that. That is something that I do even right now that, you know, I haven't taken clients in forever, but I still like to do that because I like to see the color that it is. And the not polished acrylics are really good at staying true to the color and not marbling and having a super buttery consistency. I mean, you guys can see it right here. And another thing, if you guys are beginners, I have never gone with like the saying where people say like, oh, you have to buy the same monomer brand as the acrylic you're going to be using. I have never done that personally, and it has worked wonders for me. Like, I have tried a few different monomer brands, and the one that really, really works with any brand or most brands, all the brands that I use, is the 𝘈𝘪𝘃 monomer. It really is universal. I'm able to use it with any brand that I use. And trust me, you guys, when I'm telling you, I have used a lot of different acrylic brands, I will always pair with my 𝘈𝘪𝘃 monomer. It doesn't yellow. It is low odor. Of course, all monomers have some kind of odor, so that's kind of inevitable. But it is on the lower side. Since I was young, have had migraines, and I would get them all the time, regardless if I was doing nails or not. But when I was using a specific brand, the brand of monomer that I was previously using before the 𝘈𝘪𝘃 one, my migraines after I was doing a set of nails was on 100. And they were already bad, but this monomer smell would just take it to another level. Even if I was wearing a face mask, no matter what, it would, every time I was done with nails, I would literally go to sleep or whatever with a migraine, and it was bad. So I knew that I had to switch over to a new brand, and that's when I tried the 𝘈𝘪𝘃 one, and I have never looked back since. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. I always recommend it for beginners, intermediate. You know, doesn't matter what level you are doing nails. They have them in different sizes. I have so many of them because I never want to run out, and I just use them for every single set. So that is what I'm trying to get to, that you don't need to pair it with the same acrylic brand as the same monomer brand. You can if you want to, but just find a good universal monomer that you're able to just keep using, because you obviously don't want to have 10 different acrylic brands and then 10 different monomers, you know. So just get a good universal one, and 𝘈𝘪𝘃 is definitely the one. So here I am doing the last finger, and I try to keep my Frenchies like as sharp as I can, because when I do these nail videos, I don't file. So I just go right into it with the second color. So I make sure that not only does it have like the apex that I want and the thickness, but that it is also like, I mean, obviously not perfect. I wish it was perfect, of course, but as perfect as I can get it. If it obviously didn't turn out the way I wanted to, then yeah, I would go in with the file. But most of the time, I take my time with it, and it allows me to play around with it, and they come out pretty clean. But of course, to get a crisper look or a crispier look, then go in with a hand file and then file around it to make it just really sharp and nice. I was going to mention something, but I completely forgot. Oh, okay. So yeah, the thickness that you want it, and just keep in mind that you are going to be applying another color on top. Frenchies with acrylic was something that I used to do all the time. When I was taking clients years ago, I literally did all acrylic, no polish at all. And so it would take me forever to do Frenchies, especially in the beginning when I first started getting clients. It would take me a long time because obviously acrylic takes a lot longer than just hand drawing. Hand drawing sounds like a little bit scarier, but having to put acrylic on acrylic and make it look like, you know, like a perfect Frenchie, it's very time consuming, especially if you're just starting out like I was. So back then I was taking so long, and I caught so many mistakes that I would make when doing acrylic Frenchies. I mean, I would literally sometimes make it too thin from the beginning with the first color, and then I would apply the top one, obviously make it messy. I would go in with the e-file and file all of that away to make, you know, the Frenchie appear, and it would just make my nails super, super thin. So what I would definitely recommend you guys do is just practice on a practice hand, whether you get a silicone practice hand or like me, I got the one from Amazon first, and even though I didn't like it at all, it helped me, you know, do what I needed to do. And it was a little bit of a headache because I had to, like, the nails would pop off and everything. And then once I got the silicone practice hand, like, I was in love. But definitely start off with like something like that from Amazon. If you don't want to spend too much money on like a silicone practice hand. And then once you further into your nail career, then yeah, start splurging on these items that you're gonna want eventually. I obviously needed practice hands, the silicone ones, because I don't take clients, so I have to do nails for content on something other than me. And when I don't do nails on like my boyfriend, the pop-off sets, I use silicone practice hands. So of course I had to invest in good practice hands. I didn't want to use the one that looks all robotic from Amazon. So I have, I think like I want to say 5 silicone practice hands, and then I have about like 10 of the silicone fingers thanks to 𝘊𝘆𝘆𝘆𝘆𝘆𝑎, and I'm just completely obsessed. You guys can use my discount code, of course, to save more money off of your order, and it's just so much easier to use these versus the Amazon ones. But I would definitely say, like, once you're starting off, use Amazon ones. They're cool to use for a little bit and then start getting other stuff. And of course, to practice on random designs. So what I would do as well, I can do like a whole story time on this and stuff, what I recommend you doing. I used to have my clients always DM me through Instagram because I want to know you guys are like legit, you know. I want to see who you guys are. And even though I'm not going to follow you guys or like stalk you guys or anything, I want to know that you guys are like real, you know, not like behind, I don't know, like 0 followers and 0 following, 0 posts. Like, I kind of want to see like a picture of who was going to be coming into my home, because at that time I was doing it in my apartment and I only did it for a little bit, and I like to do it this way. I would only do like friends or friends of friends, or like word of mouth clients. That's how I like to do it. But I did get some through DM, and I liked for them to send me what they wanted. Of course, the day of, they could change it up a little bit, the colors or maybe a little bit of the design, but I liked to get an idea, like a really good idea as to what the design was going to be. So if I didn't know how to do it, I would literally practice it on my practice hand or on myself or something. And I would always do this because sometimes I would get my first nail art client or my first like French tip client. Whatever it was, I always had to practice it beforehand, because if not, the day of, like, I know that I would be super, super anxious. I would probably be shaking like crazy, be really nervous, and I don't know, like, all of my nail clients, they went so, like, organically. We would talk the whole time, or we would just listen to music. We would watch, like, a movie on the side. Like, I would have my iPad on the side, and I would let them pick a movie, so it wouldn't be silent all the time. But I never had like a really bad client. Like, all of my clients were really, really chill, really cool, and we would just talk like most of the time that I was doing nails. So it was like, it went by really fast. And even though I tried it, obviously not to do it the fastest, but you know, still make it look good, but do it as fast as I could, it was just like, you know, just talking, or just like talking about random things. And it was always a good time. Like I said, I never had like a nightmare client. Like I said, I barely took clients because once COVID happened, the lockdown happened, I stopped taking clients altogether, and I haven't taken any since. During that time, I actually moved, and my boyfriend and I bought our first home. And from then, I just became a full-time content creator, and I didn't need to take clients at all, and I haven't. Even though I miss my clients, of course, I just love doing content. I love showing you guys, being able to show you guys things that I'm able to come up with on my own. Like, I'm able to plan it out and just do it instead of waiting for a specific client to get a specific design. I love that I'm able to do this. And I've been doing it for, I don't know, like, what, 2 years maybe? Well, 2019, so like almost 3 years. But anyway, we are now going in with the colored acrylics, and they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, this entire chocolate bar collection is just so gorgeous and pigmented. I have actually done this voiceover in the span of 3 days, so I'm not even sure what I have said throughout this video because I've been trying to talk the entire video, but I just really wanted to say how amazing these acrylics are. And I'm also not going to be encapsulating it with clear acrylic. You can absolutely, but I prefer not to because it kind of just makes you skip a step or two, and I would much rather do it this way. But you do have to keep in mind that if you're not going to be encapsulating with clear acrylic, you are going to be using a lot of the colored acrylic powders. It does waste up a lot because you need to make it thick because you're going to be filing after, and so just keep that in mind. Of course, if you decide not to, you can work in thin layers and then add the encapsulation with the clear acrylic, and you can make the clear as thick as you want, and it's completely up to you. But I think I've done videos in the past on my YouTube video using clear acrylic because that's the way I used to do it, but I would much rather do it like this. And for me, it's a little bit more like, I like doing it this way. I like the way it looks, and like I said, it's a little bit faster because you do skip a step, but you do use more powder or more product, so just keep it in mind. And I decided to go from like light to dark, from the pointer finger to the ring finger, and I absolutely love these colors. The pinky color is probably my favorite. It's the darkest shade of brown in this collection, and it's just the perfect like Hershey's chocolate brown. It's been a while since I have found a perfect brown acrylic that, you know, doesn't marble, is really easy to work with, and this is the one I'm using right now, and I'm putting it on the middle finger. I absolutely am obsessed with it. Out of the entire collection, this is probably my favorite color, and I just love it. So I'm just going to be doing that, you guys, and then I'm going to be going in with my e-file. I'm going to be using my 𝘂𝘪𝘗 e-file along with the nail dust collector, which I still haven't gotten a chance since we moved back to our house to actually do a full review on this nail dust collector. But let me just say, it is absolutely amazing. I use it every time. Right now, especially, you know, right now that I'm pregnant, I don't want to be breathing in all of that dust, and this nail dust collector is just the best. I can't say anything negative about it. I've been using it for a while now, and the previous nail dust collector that I had, I really liked too, but comparing it to the 𝘂𝘪𝘗 one, this 𝘂𝘪𝘗 one collects all of the dust, literally, you guys, and I just love it. It has 2 settings, like a low and a high, and I use it on the low and it still collects everything, so I can only imagine it on the high setting. But yeah, it's really nice, and it's pink, so it goes amazing with my nail desk, which is pink everything, and I've been using it every time that I do nails, and I absolutely love it. You guys, I think they're sold out right now, but they might bring them back in stock. You guys can use my discount code MAIRA10 at checkout to save some more money. And I definitely recommend you guys, as nail techs, investing in this, especially if you have nail clients back to back all day. It's really easy cleanup because you're able to buy the disposable like napkins that it comes with, or you're able to also buy them on the side. but it's just super easy cleanup. All you have to do is open it up and throw away that napkin. So it's super easy, and you can choose whether or not to use it. I like to use it because, like I said, I can literally just grab it and throw that away. But it collects so much powder. You're gonna be shocked, especially if you're doing it nail clients. This is only after 4 nails that I did, and I collected so much dust. But if you guys are doing clients like, you know, the 10 fingers, you're gonna be shocked as to how much you're potentially breathing in every time you have a nail client. And after the long run, it can be really bad. So as a nail tech, I definitely say get a nail dust collector, especially the Chiarosky one, because they have them available in their Beyond Pro colors. So if you don't want the pink one, they have it in white and just different colors. So make sure to go check out their website. But yeah, I took a little bit longer on the pinky because I wasn't getting enough acrylic closer to the cuticle area where the French tip like started, and so I definitely wanted to get in there, and so I had to apply more beads. I decided to do something a little different when doing this finger right here. I wanted to start more on top. Like, I didn't start at the bottom where there's no acrylic. I started in the middle, and then I kind of worked my way up and down, so that way I could kind of get the creases on the sides at the same time as getting the bottom part. And if I needed to, then I would go back in with more acrylic on the sides to make that French tip look. That's basically all I'm going to be doing right now, you guys, so I will be right back, but keep on watching. So we are finally done with the acrylic application. As you know, that is my favorite part of doing nails, so I definitely wanted to keep all of that in for you guys. Now I'm going in with the not polished bit, which is amazing, and I'm doing my file at a faster speed than usual because of how thick the acrylic is and how much I need to shave it down or drill it down, file it down. But just be very careful because, like I mentioned earlier, you don't want to leave any dents in the nail. You want it to look really good. You want it to have that nice apex and everything, so just be very careful. And if you need to work slower, then do that. You can also do this with a hand file, but just know that it's going to take a long time probably because of how thick it is. So yeah, I recommend you doing this with an e-file. If you feel like if it's too thick, too thin for some reason, or you see like an indent and it's driving you crazy, just go, like, make sure to wipe it all off and just encapsulate it with clear. So now I applied my glossy no wipe gel top coat, and I am going to be doing my 3D acrylic nail, and my 3D acrylic flower. I'm using my Crafts by 9 3D round brush, and it is absolutely amazing. However, you guys, I do want to mention that this flower did not come out the way I wanted it to. The 4 petals like the rest of these petals came out how I wanted them to and how I was picturing it. But this first one right here came out so bad, like this first petal, and I couldn't fix it because it had already dried, and so I had to push through, keep going. But if you're working on a client and you feel this way, I recommend you going in with your nail drill and just drilling off that part that you don't want and starting over. But I kept it as is and I kept going. But yeah, it was really bugging me, you guys. So it didn't really turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, because this flower acrylic, I was gonna make like 3 of them on 3 flowers on this nail, but I just did 1 because I got really frustrated. But yeah, I had to let you guys know, and I had to leave this in so you guys could see. But yeah, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I thought this nail set, besides the flower, it came out super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and my super long talking. I was actually thinking of deleting everything and just having no voiceover, because I feel like I was just blabbing up a storm, but I'm gonna keep it in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment down below what video you would like to see me do next. Don't forget to check out the description box for all of the products that I use down below and any discount codes that I may have. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.